Drawing.
And you're frozen. There you go. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yep. Go ahead and give me some audio from you. Talking it like you're excited. Elliot, can you hear me? Perfect.
Okay. I know Jordan put it on there. Now all of a sudden I can't hear him.
You can't hear me? Hello. Hello. What's up, guys?
That's not good.
Elliot, I can hear you fine. I don't know why you can't hear me.
People are jumping in. I don't know what's going on, though.
I can hear you fine. I don't know why you can't hear me. Hello. What's going on, fellas? Can you hear Jordan or Elliot?
All right. I got you now.
Okay.
I can hear you now.
All right. They're saying you're quiet, so I'm going to turn myself down a little bit and go ahead and talk, Elliot, and I'll try to get you at a good level.
Hello, testing.
Yeah, seems pretty good.
Check, 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 check.
Okay. You get your right mic plugged in?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on, guys? Let me know if our audio levels are comparable.
You haven't put links down yet, have you?
Share links. Is that what you said?
I'm gonna put it on right. Yeah, I just did on the Facebook group.
Okay.
Links up on the Facebook group. Put it on Patreon. Welcome everyone that's dropping in. Super excited about this evening for sure.
Just shared it up on community. Said you get it up on Facebook. We're just getting links around.
Yeah, hang on, guys.
It's been a while since we've done a live stream on a YouTube channel.
Yes, it has.
It's actually been a year because we haven't done it since the last one of these.
Right. Link up on Patreon. The link is up on the Facebook group right now, so you can go click it. Community page. That's what I gotta do.
Let's go. What's up, Dustin? What's up, Craig? There's my buddy Kevin and my buddy Scott. We got all kinds of people in here. Lots of friendly faces. It's pretty cool.
Sweet.
To be on the live stream again. So I'm sure that I'm sure you guys, most of you know, since this is a lot of our Patreons, but we do our Patreon live stream weekly. So obviously it's a smaller group than this because it's over there on the Patreon group. We put the link in there every week. And, I think we had about 15 people in there last night. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. It went really, really well. So if you are in here and you're not a patron and you want to be signed up in the hunt giveaway, you can still do it. It's patreon.com/freelance duck hunting. You got to go over there and get signed up. Once you get signed up, you are automatically entered into the drawing. And those of you that are here, I did have some questions. It's like, what if I'm in Patreon? Am I already signed up? Yes. As soon as you become a patron, you are automatically in the drawing. And the way it works is however much you've contributed over the months or even today through super chats will be added as one entry. So it's one entry per dollar is the way it works. So you can hit the super chat tonight and add to your entries, but you have to be a patron. So if someone pops in here and they're not a patron, this is strictly for people to give back to the patrons. So if you're in here and you contribute and you're not a patron, it'll be sent back to you. If your name won't go on there, or if it does actually go on there, it doesn't count. You have to be a patron.
What's up, Timothy? Tim, my new buddy. I'll be teal hunting with. That's cool. What's up, Dad? Said it's good to see you, your co-host per usual. I haven't said that in the last few podcasts, though. I've changed
You're on
it
a
up.
roll of about 200 in a row.
200 in a row, what?
Podcast? I'm saying that. Yeah. Guys, we're going to let everyone pile in here, and then we're going to give a full description of what this hunt is going to look like and where we're going to be going, what we're going to be doing, the specifics on it. And so we will wait and talk
Tim.
about it. And once we feel like as many people have signed up or submitted super chats to add more entries, and if it's $4.99, make sure and round it up to $5. My wife is grabbing these and adding them into the spreadsheet, and then we'll get them into the random picker before we start.
There's Matthew, my arch nemesis. Not really, but he's definitely got a man crush on Matt. ever since our what you call it? Our
Thank you, Taylor Frederick.
Races. What's up, Taylor? But if you win, Matt, I promise you by the end we'll be buddies. So
we're already buddies. So we'll just roast Jordan the whole time, or as I call it, play the dozens. Thank you, Jonah. Jonah, you are determined to take this home, I gotta say.
Jonah's trying to win big here.
Jonah's not playing, man. He's not playing. So once again, to make sure we got new people in here, so I'm going to repeat this quite a bit in a little bit. Once we kind of go through all this and people have added as many entries as they'd like to add, we're going to put all of the entries. Thank you, Tom. We're going to put all of the entries into a random name generator. I will share that screen. We'll hit that button, and whoever's name comes up will come up. And that will be the winner. So Jordan and I plan to help you pay for travel arrangements. And so once again, you have to be a member at Patreon in order to qualify for this. Patreon.com/freelance duck hunting. So if you're here and you want to be a part of this, but you're not yet, then get over there to patreon.com/freelance duck hunting and get signed up. Jack says, wait, so as long as we are patrons, we are entered to win. Yes. No, you do not need to donate here, Jack, at all. If you want to donate here, that adds more interest to you. So you see Tom there, he put in 100. That's 100 more entries. His name goes in 100 more times into the random generator. So if you're a patron, whatever you've contributed since it starts at September 1 of 2021 is where it starts. So as soon as the giveaway was over, we start September. It's every contribution from September 1 until we hit that button now. So if it's just your monthly patron fees, those all counts as entries. So if you're a $5 a month, every month you get 5. Your name goes in there 5 times. So 5 times 12 is 60. If you're a $5 member, you have 60 entries, and that's how it works. So feel free to hit up the questions. But yeah, if you're just here to watch, you do not feel obligated to add extra entries.
Let's go, Scruff Kennels. Awesome, man.
I'm kind of bummed Matt Voshi isn't here for this one. So I would kind of like during this time to talk a little bit about last year's hunts, and I definitely want to get into what we're going to be doing this year, Jordan. So I don't know what we didn't really talk about the layout and what we want to talk about when, or how we want to go through it. And I think we need to stop from time to time and review for new people that come in and kind of what we're doing as well.
Sure.
Thank you, Robert.
Yeah. How about you go ahead and talk about the hunts from last year? I'll just say I was super bummed I couldn't go last year. So I'm excited for this year. Last year I had my surgery right before it, and I couldn't come to the hunt giveaway. So huge bummer. And then you guys had like world-class hunts. So
yeah,
how it goes.
Yeah, it was awesome. I enjoyed both hunts, both videos. So the first day, well, Matt came in with Greg. We had a dinner at my house that night. And the next morning we hit what I call the slough. And the slough is actually the timber hole in question that we've talked so much about. It's currently my favorite place to hunt. And that first day we had a mediocre hunt. I think we shot 7 to 8. Didn't really crush them, but we had a fun hunt. We had really nice groups of teal. We had everything we shot was like right down in the decoys. Just beautiful and perfect. Beautiful place. Had a fun time, but it wasn't just, it wasn't like that premiere hunt that I was hoping it would be, but it was a fun time. So during that hunt, Golden Boy had been Marcoing me, and man, he's like, I found the birds, and they were about a couple hours away from us. So it was a bit of a drive, but Golden Boy's like, man, I've got them. And I asked him, Matt and Greg, I said, listen, if we really want to go after one of these, like a world-class hunt, we need to go ahead and get up early, make the 2-hour drive, get there and do it. So, I had never hunted this place before. So we were all going on Golden Boy's pins. And so, Matt's like, well, we're all the way here. Let's go do it. And so we took a boat ride, long walk through a smartweed marsh. And man, the show from sunrise on, if you guys haven't seen that video, you probably have. This hunt wasn't like, I have better hunts as far as the shooting aspect of it, because we weren't quite hidden perfectly, and the shots were fine, but they weren't just like textbook exactly how you want them. But the visual shows, there was mallards everywhere. I bet you in the 2.5 hours we were hunting, I think it was like 2 hours, 2.5 hours we limited that, there wasn't a moment that there wasn't mallards in the air. I mean, not a moment where there was lots of mallards in the air. And so it was definitely, it would rank in my top 10 waterfowl experiences, it would rank in there. So it was just epic to have such a hunt like that on the giveaway. It was just absolutely phenomenal.
Yep, definitely.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Matt. Matt Tizu.
That's because I said his name wrong. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, those were some awesome hunts. So, super cool.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. I don't think, I'm just trying to monitor to make sure I catch any new patrons so that we can add those in here. So Matt says, can I ride with you in the bus if I win?
Yeah, honestly, it'll be perfect. We'll come pick you up.
you wanna talk about what the plans are for this year?
Yeah. So, yeah, we're super excited about it, and this year we're doing it a little different. Um, we are going in the bus, so wherever the birds are, but most likely it's going to be or going up to Michigan on some of these public land marshes that I love to hunt at. So getting Elliot a little experience outside of Kansas, but like I said, we're gonna check on the birds, make sure um, conditions are right where we head. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'll have the bus all rigged up, ready to go, and it's gonna be fun. So I'm excited
Right.
about that.
So last year we did a hunter plus one, and that's why Matt Boshi brought Greg. But this year we're just doing one person because three guys in the bus is enough.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
if you live, depending on where you live, I don't know who that Ducks. We need a name for that Ducks Limited. Ducks Limited. If you could give us a name, first and last name, it would help. Um, but um, Oh, so it's just gonna be me and Jordan in the bus, and we'll probably last time we did 2 hunts. We're looking at hopefully doing three. I'm gonna be flying from
Yeah.
where I'm at over there, so hopefully, I mean, if the
Well,
winter ends up being somewhat close, we could fly together. We'll work out the
yeah.
logistics of it.
It'll be
how
it'll be
how
a
to get there.
minimum of 2 hunts that we go on, and we'll
Right.
see what we have as options beyond that. So that's what we're gonna do. Like I said, limited space in the bus. So it's gonna be three of us. I got the two bunk beds and then the table that turns into a bunk. So we'll be doing hunts together. They'll all be filmed on both our channels. We'll put half of them out on my channel this year, half of them out on Elliot's channel. I guess one of each. Then the next year they'll come out on the other channels. We're gonna do some podcasts together. So it's gonna be a good old time chasing birds. It's hunting. We can't guarantee the birds. That's just the nature of the beast. But we'll try our darndest, and if we think one's better option than another, we'll figure it out. And we got options. We might be all the way up in UP, Michigan. We might be in Central Michigan. We might be, who knows? We got the bus. We'll all be in it, and we can drive anywhere we want. That's the whole reason I built the bus, because it's the duck camp on wheels.
I'm not worried about being crowded at all. I mean, I hope it's fairly cold because I love being in spaces where you've got wood burning fire going,
Oh, yeah.
which I know you've got that in the bus. And I'm almost looking forward to, like, let's say we go out, we shoot ducks, and we're down for the night. Sun goes down. You got like 2 or 3 hours before you want to go to bed, and get that burner going, just sitting there, maybe recording a podcast, getting that smell. Of that fire. I'm almost more excited about that than I am the actual hunting. Just ever since I saw that video, you were lighting it, man.
Yeah, no, it is definitely having the fire in there, the wood burning stove, and all that. It just makes for an awesome hunt. And I'm just saying, it's not limited space for 3 people. We just can't go beyond that. So 3 people, it's set up for that, but we can't go beyond that. So, but yeah, Elliot's flying out, and I'm gonna pick him up from the airport in the bus. Like I said, it depends where the winner's from. If they're gonna be flying into, if they're local, we'll fly by them or what. Or drive by them, not fly. The bus doesn't fly. It's not the Magic School bus, but
Matt, no, I don't think. Well, I won't fly into Chicago. It's gonna be a layover in Chicago, and then probably to South Bend, right, Jordan? Isn't that what we're looking at?
most likely we'll look at rates
So-
and timing and all that, and figure out what makes
Right.
the most sense. Especially once we
Yeah.
know who we got coming and all that kind of stuff.
Right. So if you win, we'll hop on the phone with you tonight, right after this, and we'll go through the details of it and see what we can get hammered down. Thank you, Jason. Let me review real quick for those. We're up to 63 people now, so quick review. This is the Patreon Duck Hunt Podcast Hunt Giveaway, and we're giving away at least 2-day trip hunt with Jordan and myself for this year. If you want to get entered in it, we're going to do the drawing here in just a little bit. So if you want to get entered in it, you've got to go to patreon.com/freelance duck hunting. Make sure that you're signed up as a patron there, and that will get your name, whatever your entry is, that many times your name will go in. So if you sign up for $5 a month, get 5 entries, whatever you sign up for. And then also you can do the super chats here that adds extra entries. How do I do a roundup super chat?
It's fine. If it's like $9.99, we'll round it up. That's fine.
Right.
Matthew, it's probably gonna be in November. That's all we'll say for now. So.
Right. That's a good. I'm so pumped about getting to that area. There's so many things I'm excited about this. I want to shoot ducks, don't get me wrong, but the area is different than anything I've ever duck hunted, for sure. For sure. It's different than anything I've ever duck hunted. So I'm excited about that aspect of it. Knocking off another state that I've been to. So excited.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're gonna see what real duck hunting's like.
You mean because it's harder for you? Is that what you mean?
No, because of never mind. I'm just I don't want to get into this debate right now.
You know, we got that message from the guy that showed that the annual report had the average duck harvested per hunt as 2.0 in Kansas, and I mean that's nothing.
And then it was higher in Arkansas,
super
right?
Spectacular. It was 2.17 in Arkansas, 2.0 in Kansas. So people from Arkansas, what's your deal?
Well,
why do you want to come here?
It probably because it's still like, just the difference, right? The difference in the type of.
Thank you, Dustin. I don't know. It's just there is a growing misconception about how easy it is to kill ducks in Kansas. I love Kansas. We've got a new patron. Thank you, Sean McConnell. I will get you.
Is he's on here too? He dropped some earlier, right?
Okay.
And then Scruff.
I'll make sure you know.
Scruff Kindle said his name's different on Patreon too.
Okay, Scruff, what is it? We need to know what that is. Or I mean, we can
really,
always just put him in as Scruff McKinnell. If it comes up, he's like, "That's me." But if you're not here and you miss it, that we might have a problem. But I'm sure he would reach out, and be like, "I'm Scruff McKinnell." Everyone would be saying they're Scruff McKinnell. Get like 10 messages from different guys all claiming to be Scruff.
Yeah.
Well, I got to get that in there.
I got all the Michigan guys chiming in about
what
Elliot meets our bogs. The bogs.
I want to. That is
going to
so
show
foreign
Elliot
to me.
what muck is.
Well, Elliot has been in every bit as much muck as you've got up there. Now it's been a while. I mean, is thigh deep muck not enough? Do you have a more than thigh deep?
Yeah, we have. It's it'll swallow you whole.
Like that's quicksand, isn't it? Do you really have stuff that you can go in over your head in and like die in?
Well, if you're in the water.
Thank you, Jared. No, I mean, is it really that bad? Like you can die in it?
Sure.
Because I know here
you can go right
there's
through
been
a bog, man. It's like.
Does that happen? Do people really die in it?
I don't know. I'm probably
there you
up a
go.
little bit.
There you go. But I tell you though, I have not been in that kind of muck for a long time, but in the 90s we frequently hunted a place that was easily over knee deep with silt. So if it's more than that, then it's worse than I've been in.
This is hilarious seeing all the Michigan guys chime in.
But I want to see a bog. I want to see one. I want to.
You'll go over your head.
Push Jordan over into one. I don't want to die.
You'll disappear deep.
Is it possible to fall through a
bog? 100%.
Bog and like go under it and like be underneath it?
100%.
I may not get out of any boats.
I've been where I've caught myself by my arms.
I don't know what a Chinese license is. What is that?
I don't know either, to be honest. I
like flotons way better than bog. The flotons. He said the flotons.
Yep.
If you guys haven't listened to that podcast with
that was a great one.
He's
Falling
just
Tide
a cool guy.
TV.
Everything I've seen about him, I've been impressed. He's just I would hunt with that dude any day of the week. Now, whether he'd hunt with me or not, I don't know.
Thanks, Jared. I don't think we mentioned that. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Cody.
hope my mom and pa got in. Hope they found their link. I sent it to them.
I would like to know. I would like to see a poll of which states have bogs and which don't. Right? Because like,
Yeah.
I'd never heard of floaton or really thought about it until we talked to people from
Floaton.
Louisiana. It's different from a bog from what I've seen from videos. But it's floating vegetation. Michigan is different because you don't have the trees and big shrubs. Usually it's just more like cattails and stuff like that with all the root system grown together. But yeah, I'd just be really interested. Most states probably have them, right?
I have no idea. I've never even realized they were a thing until.
So maybe most Midwestern states have them.
Well, I can tell you that this Midwestern state doesn't.
Yeah, I always forget you're Midwestern.
Right, because we are. I mean, think of where the West Coast is. We're pretty much mid west. Makes sense.
You're like Central America. You're like the prairie states.
Well, it's the thing is, I think that the whole dispute is this. When they first started talking about the Midwest, Kansas was the West, right? Kansas was the Wild West. You know what I'm saying?
It still seems like Nebraska and Kansas, to me, from someone like outside perspective in, seems like the West, because that's what you imagine, like prairies and like flat land.
Well, in the 1800s, well, more essentially from like 1800 to 1870, it was the West. But then once the train started going through, Kansas is the smack dab center of the country. I mean, my hometown is almost like boom, the exact center. So that can't be the West. Back in the 1800s, you could call it that but now that the country is expanded to coast, where there's no way you have to update your terms, right? Don't you?
I don't know. I think
Thanks, Dane.
it's just like it's just grandfathered in at this point. It's been a Midwestern state since they started using that term. Like, why change it?
Right. Because that's the word you use to define the area, and it just stays, right? They're saying.
You're like, yeah. So it's like, that. Sure. It's like, it doesn't necessarily make sense as far as like a descriptive word, but as far as like a associated word. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but.
Apparently, I've disparaged divers at some point. Timothy Reynolds says it'll change my mind on divers. I don't have a negative perception. I love redheads. I love bluebills. I love cans. What I don't really care to go out and target are goldeneye. I just don't like them. I would in the right situation, but I just don't care for them that much. But cans, bluebills, and redheads, if I had an opportunity to target those birds, and I didn't have, and I wouldn't target them over mallards, I'll be honest. But if I had an opportunity to target those, I absolutely would. I don't have a negative thoughts of those three.
Yeah.
I don't have negative thoughts of golden either. I just don't care for them enough to go and target them.
You've told me about your writhing hate for canvasbacks.
The only thing I hate about them is that I never see them. So, guys, we're going to keep this rolling as long as people want to keep adding more entries in there. Our ringnecks are fine, Dane. Yeah, ringnecks are fine. They're a little bit below the other ones. Anyway, we've had one guy sign up for Patreon. So if you want to get into this and you're not a member, patreon.com/freelance duck hunting. Go over there, get signed up, and that'll put your name in for entries. I'm excited. Woo. I'm looking forward to this.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys got any questions, feel free to put them down there. We'll get at them. Enough people in here. I love live streams. We should do them more often. There's a question. You want to take that one? Or you want me to? Where would you try to target if you could only do midday hunts?
What's he mean? Where would you?
I guess like if it's like where's the if you're hunting midday, like the best place to target.
Probably Kansas. What's he? I don't understand the question.
Okay, I'll take the question. I'll take the question. So it's too loose of a question to really answer because it all depends on the time of year and what the bird's patterns are. So if it's really really cold out, they're going to move all day. So on a really really cold day, it doesn't matter. If it's not super cold, but in that mid range, you want to try to find loafs. So you want to go if you know their habits and you know where they might want to loaf, then you're going to want to find loafs. If there's a lot of pressure, a lot of times farm ponds are really good for that. Like around here when the birds go nocturnal, then farm ponds, and I don't hunt a lot, but I know that's where they go. So it's not as easy. You can't say marsh, lake, or river, because you have to give weather scenarios. I mean, I'm almost always gonna pick a marsh over a lake or river if they're open because that's where the food is. So, I only go to the lakes and rivers when the marshes are frozen. Ducks want to be in marshes. They want to be, especially mallard wants to be in a 12 to 16 inch pool is what they want, and that's where the marshes are. So if you have good marshes with good food, that's where your default is to go to. Period.
For real asked, would you rather have shot the most birds in a season or a better duck to shot ratio? As long as they're like comparable, maybe better duck to shot ratio. But if it's like way skewed, that's a hard one, right? Because essentially you're saying, would you rather only take close shots or sometimes extend your range? But even going further, you got like sub gauge fanatics like Matt, where he just goes like as small a gauge as possible. So he's probably having less. He's shooting less birds with those shots, right? So I don't know. That's a tough one for sure. What do you think, Elliot?
I don't know. I mean, if I've shot the most birds in a season and my ratio's gone down, then it's because I'm just not shooting well.
Or it's because you're extending your shot.
But I don't.
Oh,
I'm not. I don't want to. If I'm extending my shot greatly and wounding birds to get it, I'm really gonna try hard to not extend my shots. The efficacy of the take of the bird is way more important than the number of birds. So I'm not going to shoot beyond my comfort zone just to try to get bigger numbers. So ultimately, if that's the scenario, then I will take the shot per ratio and not take the total number of birds, because you just can't get to the point where that you care so much about your numbers that you're extending your range beyond what you're competent at, because that's when the wounded birds start. And we don't ever want to sacrifice getting more birds for wounded bird trade-off. That's not a good trade.
If you take every shot that was presented to you at 65 yards in the season, you would shoot more ducks, but it wouldn't be worth it at the end. So that's kind of the best way to describe it. Got a couple other questions here. Actually, first let's read Batch's super chat here. Batch, thanks for all the help, Elliot. Both you guys are definitely have upped my hunting game. Guys, can you stop typing so this thing doesn't jump around?
Yeah, scold them, Jordan. Scold them.
Awesome. Appreciate it. And then what's your favorite Flywise Collective member, Elliot?
Whew. I think I'm gonna have to go with Matt. I've got a counterbalance. And I'll tell you, but honestly, I like all the Flyways members, and every single guy has their own way and their own style of being. And so I like them all. I do think that my hunt style probably matches up with Matt a little better because he's the most conservative when it comes to pulling the trigger. But Jordan and I have hunted together a bunch, and I've never had a problem with shot selection at all. So I like them all.
Yeah, I like them all too. Who's my favorite though? That's a tough one. When's Bobby Guy joining the Flyways? Never. Jordan's favorite fly. Oh yeah, just reading the same thing. And I definitely don't want to be like Matt, filled the freezer. So that's just the hard, cold truth.
You don't want to shoot almost 4 ducks a hunt. Yeah,
No,
why don't you tell everyone about the time that I was pretty sure that I shot the band and you picked me up and body slammed me and took the band and walked away.
We had about six. We had about 6 cameras on it, and luckily, because this would have actually turned out a lot worse if we went back and saw that you did shoot the band, but we were able to verify that I did indeed shoot it, and it was fun. I would actually like to slam you again sometime.
And he did that knowing I've already had 2 back surgeries.
I shut you down. I shut you down super light because I did have there was like this instinct to just completely pile drive you into the ground, but I set you down gently, and then just started elbowing you in the face. So,
yeah, and I will say I did hit that bird hard, but you definitely hit it before I did because you could clearly see under review that you pillowcased it, and then I don't know if I had my shot cam or something. I definitely hit it and would have killed it for sure. But you beat me to the punch on it, no doubt. And that's been happening to me a bunch. I bet you there's been, not with ducks, but I haven't seen a duck band since about 2007 or 8 when I shot a mallard. I shot 2 in a row, and I haven't even seen a duck band since then.
if we shoot a band on the hunt giveaway, are you going to give it to the winner?
No. Whoever shoots it gets it.
What if we don't know?
Well, if we don't know, I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Okay. We'll make an agreement. If we shoot a band and we don't know, and you win the drawing, the drawing for the band.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you can have it. But we'll see. Chris is asking about Georgie and HRC. Chris, I've got a video. I don't know if you've seen it. I've got a video up on my channel that goes through. Well, it actually only shows the first half of the summer. Yeah, she's got her season title now. We did 1 day of finished, and we did 4 days of season. She's passed everything so far. Passed every test easily. She hasn't even come close. She's been almost perfect. Everyone was like, "Oh, your dog won't perform, like they do in training." She's been actually seasoned by the second weekend. Seemed too easy. I feel like looking at the finish that she could have a strong chance right now without any more training to pass finished. So we're gonna try to knock that out next year. And yeah, Golden Boy's releasing his videos on FDH this year. If you didn't know, so he may still put some stuff on his channel, but he is coming back home and releasing a bunch of videos, which is why, if you've been watching my videos, why you've been seeing his, is that he's going to be releasing them on FDH. I'm really excited about that.
Well, you think we should give a last call warning here? It's been a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. If anyone wants to get any extra in there, now is your time to do that. I want to check my notifications, make sure I'm missing anything on the phone.
Sorry, Batch. Sorry, Bach.
Not seeing anything pop up from
Math Tizu. Yeah, I do like Josh. Not just because of that.
I'm going to double check just to make sure. On Patreon, we haven't missed anything. Okay, yeah, just the one. We're good on that.
Oh, Jonah.
Jonah is coming strong.
He's balling out.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Thank you so much, Jonah. Really appreciate it, man. And Jonah actually does not live that far away from me. And I would like to talk to you more, Jonah, about your experience out around. Well, I told you, I don't know if I want to say it. I don't know if it matters if I say it online or not, but you do hunting west of my hometown. And so that's cool.
Thanks, Tim. I'm actually going to see Tim next week, so it's kind of crazy. So
Oh, really?
yeah, that's who I'm teal hunting with. So
Oh, sweet.
yep, yep.
I still haven't gotten that pin. I don't know why you refuse to send me this pin.
Dude, I clicked on it. I thought I'd send it to you. Let's see.
Uh-uh. He shows up at my pins, but won't send me any of his, and he knows that I'm not going to go.
Hey, I'll send it to you right now. As long as you don't.
I'll
say
tell
it.
you what would be funny is if you could ever pull off, like finding out where Matt was going to hunt, like on an opener, and try to beat him to the spot when he didn't know you're going to be there.
Yeah, it would be.
Oh man, that
Well, it's
would
like
be.
before I was doing this Iowa, before I was doing the Iowa hunt, I was planning to go to Nebraska and not say a word to Matt until I got there, and like just do a Marco in front of the like "Welcome to Nebraska" sign.
Yeah. Yep. I got that. Man, I am so excited. Tomorrow's Friday. This scout I've got on Saturday. I've had a couple nights where I haven't been able to sleep because I've been thinking about this scout. So if you guys saw the video that me and Golden did a scout early in the summer of this place I just found, and there was lots of small little baby smartweed everywhere. Golden and I are going back out there Saturday for a teal scout, and I couldn't be. I'm definitely gonna film it. I don't know if I don't put it on the ring. I'll probably put it on Patreon because I definitely want to film it. So man, I'm excited about that.
Thanks, Backyard Hunter. Man,
so I guess
I can't lie. I'm honestly like jittery and nervous for the winter because there's so many people on here that we know, that we that we want to win. So it's so cool.
Yeah. I've been thinking about it all day long. I've been thinking about it all day. So
we got the tried and true people have been followers forever. I got a bunch of the guys who are Michigan boys. I got Tim, who I'm hunting with in Iowa this week. It's like, man, there's just it's awesome. So
yeah, and we really appreciate all you guys' support, and I'm not even just talking about on Patreon, just taking in the content
podcast,
appreciate the podcast,
YouTube
appreciating how hard we're working to put out. I mean, it's this 61 people here has to be like the community, the inside of the inside community for both of us. And I gotta say, when I started filming hunts, I just strictly did it for the memories. And people started watching it, and I'm like, man, people are kind of watching this. What the heck's going on?
I was one of those guys.
Right. And I had no idea the kind of relationships. I mean, you look at Matt Voshi. So Matt Voshi won the hunt last year. He's coming back this year. Now, I'm not promising this to every winter, but he's staying at my house this year. He's in a small group with me. It's like we're personal, intimate friends. And it's like the relationships that have spun out of Freelance Duck Hunting and the Duck Hunt podcast and everything. It's amazing. It's just amazing.
Oh yeah, definitely. And not only that, but like, all of everything is intertwined. Podcasts, our YouTube channels, and then too, like with hunt stats, and a lot of this too is kind of help support our dream of that creation. We've been working on it for a long time, and you've been working on it obviously longer than me, but we just got so many cool ideas, and it takes time and money. So it's like we're just creating something awesome over there, and we can't wait to share it with all you guys too over there. So it's we appreciate your support all around.
Yeah, and I mean, Jordan and I's goal is to be able to ramp up our content by going full time. I mean, both of us have regular jobs. It's hard in doing what we're doing to be able to support yourself in a full time position. And I mean, that is our dream. That's our goal, is to be able to do this full time, crank out more content, travel more. There's so many times, like I'm sure some of you have even done this, like, hey, you want to come out to this state? And it's like, well, I sure wish I could, but I'm looking at my days off I get, so yeah, man, it would be cool at some point to be able to get on more, like do a patron tour,
Oh yeah.
I have never hunted Mexico, or I would love to do those things, but Money and time. Oh, and Aiden's foot is much, much better. He's gonna walk some on Saturday, but he's a little worried about uneven ground. But he's much, much better. He'll definitely be able to hunt. Oh, excuse me.
All right.
All right, let's give it at 7:45.
Okay. We got last
We're
5
gonna
minutes.
hit it. You got last 5 minutes, guys. Last 5 minutes. Let's see how the wife's over there feverishly updating things. And then I got to add those in. Don't let me forget to do that. Add those in. We are sitting here this time next week, Jordan. You will be heading, right? You'll be on the road. Or might you only go Friday morning?
No, I'll be there by now.
You'll be there by now.
I'd already shot a limit of doves, and I'll be there.
Did you limit any time last year on doves? I know you guys did well. I didn't. Did you ever hit your 15?
I don't think so. I definitely would have, but I go before work, and so like I'll have like an hour, 10 hour and a half, and so I'll be at I'll be at like 13 or something a few of the times, just a few off.
Right. 2 more for Matty Zoo. Yeah, my dad called my man, what the heck? My dad called my uncle and he said that farm pond is still there, still kicking. Just the same way it was before. So if the scout goes, if there's no water in these places, which I'm not sure if there will be or not because I haven't been there a while. If there's no water in these places I'm checking out on Saturday, it's definitely memory lane to the dove pond. Three minutes left. 3 minutes left. Dang. Coot shooting boogie.
We had a great turnout for the live stream tonight too, so that's awesome.
Absolutely. And all you guys that are patrons, I don't know if you're interested in it, but every Wednesday, right around 8, sometimes it's a little bit later.
Let's just clarify. It's not every Wednesday, but it's most
Wednesdays.
Yeah,
we should do a better job about updating when
probably
it's not there.
Probably should. We're not. Here's your update. We're not doing one this Wednesday, just because of travel and packing up and all that. So, I'm doing one with Thomas. He's stopping by here on his way through. Thomas, Hoke Outdoors.
Thank you, Taylor.
Thank you, Taylor. So that one, yeah. So we won't have a live one this week.
But most Wednesdays at 8 Central, we are live, and you can hang out with us while we're interviewing guests. And the cool thing about those for you guys, and those of you that have been there know this, you get a lot more than what's on the podcast. I mean, we fire that thing up and we talk for about 15 minutes and just kind of,
Yeah, we'll be there for like 2 hours sometimes. 2 hours plus.
It's a totally different vibe than the podcast. I mean, it's a totally different vibe. Really, it's not a totally different, but you know what I'm saying. It's you get a definite feel for the whole deal.
Yeah, Scott. We might do some here and there. We talked about it, doing some here and there, just as a reminder too to the people who are on Patreon that we do it every week in there. But it just is so chill in the Patreon group, small, close to home kind of group. So it's a lot of fun doing those too.
Thank you, Beth. Jen, now that you're here, if you want to add, if you're not over on Patreon, I don't know, I don't recall that name. Am I missing it? I don't recall entering that name. But if you want to get on the giveaway, patreon.com. Well, just let us know here if you want to get on the giveaway. If you want to add any, we're going to hit that button in about 1 minute. So if you're not signed up and want to get signed up, just let us know and we'll give you a minute or two extra to get that done. If you're just watching, that's cool too. Let's give that just a minute, I guess. I don't know. Had the reminder set, so I think you can't chat on because Scott, I think it's on your phone. I think you can only chat on the Wednesday patron live streams on a PC, I believe.
Yeah. Maybe they'll fix that. I mean, this software we use is kind of newer, but it helps us a lot with podcasts and guests and getting good audio. So,
yeah. But if you want to be able to talk, you need to be on an actual regular desktop computer or laptop or something of that nature. Or I wonder if you just, I don't know why, if you just didn't put the link into like Chrome. I would try putting the link into Chrome and make sure you're using that and see. Okay, thanks, Jan.
Midday. I have thought about hunting the northwest corner of Ohio. Seems like you got some really cool marshes right there below the Great Lakes. So that would be where I've thought about it. But I've never made it over there to hunt during season. So, but never say never. It's so hard, man. There's so many options and so little time is what it feels like during season. So I'm still figuring everything out everywhere I go.
I don't see Jan on the Patreon. If you're a subscriber to the YouTube channel, you've got to, if you want to be a part of the actual giveaway portion, then you're going to need to go to patreon.com/freelance duck hunting and sign up as a patron there in order to be included in, have a chance to win the hunt, which I don't see you over there. Now, if you're on Patreon and I'm missing you, please let me know and I'll go and make sure that I didn't miss it. So I don't know if that's something they want to do or what.
I think they said we're good, so I think let's go ahead and wrap her up. Okay. I'm excited to see the winner.
I am too. All right. I don't know what the deal with my cough is today. I think I got it from you or something, Jordan. What the heck?
Yeah. Straight through the mic.
All right, I'm gonna add these names here. Add the super chat names. So if there are any more that I'm not watching the stream anymore. So if there are any more, Jordan, then
okay, I'll let you know.
Let me know. I'll get these added and then I'll share screen, and you guys will. And Beth, if you add any more, definitely let me know on that.
They want a drum roll.
Probably not yet. We're not there yet. Man, what the deal is with this cough tonight? Yes, please. And I'm gonna. I can't get to that. I'm gonna delete those names off there, Beth, because I already put them in case there's any more. All right, so we're ready, right? Okay, let's do it. Man, I am going to share screen. I know I do. Beth, my wife threw it at me. Oh, here it is. Oh, I got it. Hold on, let me get. Here it is. Hold on. We're not sharing yet. I got some water.
Wait, we're not drawing yet.
I had to get that water. Leftovers from COVID. I think I had a mild case of COVID early August. All right, sharing
That's
screen
the
now.
only kind of cases they have.
Yeah, I know. Woo!
So you got all the entries in there.
I got all the entries in there. I'm genuinely nervous.
I am too.
I don't know why am I nervous?
Yeah, you get to go either way.
Sweaty palms. What the heck? All right. Are we ready? We all ready to go?
Yep. Push the button. Push it.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Michael Saylor. Congratulations, Michael Saylor. Is Michael Saylor here?
You're still sharing screen, by the way.
Oops. Okay. Let me stop. Go back over to Riverside. Not do that. If I can find it.
There we go.
Is Michael Saylor here?
Michael Saylor.
Man, he's not here. Kind of anticlimactic. The guy's not here. That's okay.
That happened last year too, right?
No, he was here.
Oh, I thought it took him a while to reach out.
Let me go in and see where he's from.
Make sure he's from U.S.
Right. Let's find out where Michael's from here.
Wait, is math? I don't know if I can believe math. Tizu.
He's from Oregon, Winston, Oregon. Signed up in December of 28. He has been a patron since that time.
Good deal. Congratulations, Matthew Saylor.
We will be reaching out to Michael. It's Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor.
That's what I said, right?
I think he said Matthew.
Dang it, math. Matt Tizu's got me.
So if for some reason he can't go,
yep, then we will do a redraw.
Then we would do a redraw. And but we probably would do that privately, or I don't know how that goes. What makes most sense? If it makes sense to do
we'd probably just jump on here for another like 20-30 minute thing just to do the drawing real quick.
Just to do the drawing again?
Yeah. So we're gonna reach out to him since he's not here. Make sure he can go, and yeah. So appreciate all you guys joining us tonight. It was awesome.
Thank you guys so much. Like we said, you guys are the lifeblood of what we're doing and why we do it. And so just thank you guys so much. Sorry for those of you who didn't win, but certainly appreciate you guys.
Definitely. Alrighty, we signing off here, Elliot?
Well, I guess so. Unless yeah, I guess so. Unless there's any last second questions or anything.
I don't think so. All right, fellas.
All right.
Stay tuned. This season's going to be an awesome one. So thanks everybody for joining in.